Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. In a world increasingly crowded with tech-laden, heavy adventure bikes, Honda's CRF300L has always stood apart, light, nimble, and accessible. Now, with the 2025 model, Honda has refined this trail and street hybrid even further, keeping its core spirit intact while addressing key performance and rider comfort improvements. Today, we dig deep into what makes the 2025 Honda CRF300L an irresistible choice for riders who crave the perfect blend of urban commuting and trailblazing exploration. At first glance, not much has changed in terms of appearance, and that's a good thing. The 2025 CRF300L sticks with its Dakar-inspired styling, high front fender, minimalist bodywork, a slender seat, and signature CRF red graphics that scream off-road heritage. But subtle refinements start to reveal themselves as you walk around it. Honda has tweaked the plastics and headlight housing for a cleaner, more rugged look. The LED headlight is now slightly more powerful, with a wider beam spread, and the indicators are more compact, giving the bike a tighter, more integrated front profile. The bike's overall visual appeal leans hard into the dirt bike DNA, but still looks at home parked outside a coffee shop or winding through the urban sprawl. The heart of the CRF300L remains its compact 286 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine, but it gets a slight retuning for 2025. Honda's engineers have refined the ECU mapping and air intake system to improve throttle response and low-end torque delivery, something that seasoned dual-sport riders will immediately notice when navigating tight switchbacks or lofting the front wheel over logs. Power output stays around 27 horsepower, with torque at 26.6 Nm, but the delivery is noticeably smoother and more tractable across the rev range. Whether you're threading through downtown traffic or climbing loose, rocky ascents, the 2025 model feels just a bit more eager and controllable. The 6-speed gearbox remains unchanged, but the clutch now features Honda's assist and slipper technology. This is a welcome addition for both novice and experienced riders. It reduces lever effort and minimizes wheel hop during aggressive downshifts, a feature that used to be reserved for larger or more expensive bikes. Paired with revised gear ratios, especially in the lower gears, the CRF300L pulls with more authority in technical terrain without giving up its street civility. First gear is low enough to crawl through rough trails, while sixth gear allows for relaxed cruising at 100 km/h without wringing out the motor. Suspension is another area where Honda listened to its riders. The 2025 CRF300L features revised damping rates front and rear, with a 43mm Showa inverted fork and a ProLink rear shock. While still non-adjustable at the front and only preload adjustable in the rear, the settings strike a better balance between off-road compliance and on-road stability. The bike soaks up bumps and whoops with ease, yet remains composed when cornering on asphalt. Riders over 80 kg might still crave more stiffness for hard enduro-style riding, but for most dual-sport scenarios, gravel roads, forest trails, and urban commuting, the CRF300L hits a sweet spot. The frame remains the semi-double cradle design with steel construction, which isn't the lightest but provides excellent flex characteristics and durability. Weight is just a touch over 140 kg wet, one of the lightest in its class, and that translates to remarkable agility. You can pick the bike up after a drop with one hand, spin it around on a narrow trail, or lean it confidently into urban roundabouts. This lightness is a huge selling point, especially for newer riders or those transitioning from dirt to dual sport. One of the biggest draws of the CRF300L is its ergonomics. The narrow seat, upright bars, and slim fuel tank create a natural riding posture. The seat height comes in at 880 mm, which might sound tall, but the suspension sag and narrow waist make it approachable for riders of average height. Taller riders will find plenty of legroom, and the wide foot pegs with removable rubber inserts offer solid footing whether you're standing on the pegs or cruising seated. The tank holds 7.8 liters, and with fuel economy pushing 33 to 35 km/L, you're looking at a comfortable range of over 250 km per tank, plenty for day trips and dirt adventures. Instrumentation gets a slight upgrade for 2025, with the LCD dash now offering a cleaner layout and improved visibility in sunlight. You get all the basics: speed, fuel level, clock, gear indicator, and trip meters. It's not flashy, but it's functional and fits the bike's utilitarian ethos. There's still no connectivity features, but that omission is almost a badge of honor. The CRF300L is about unplugging, getting lost, and reconnecting with the basics. Braking is handled by a 256mm front disc with a 2-piston caliper and a 220mm rear disc with a single piston setup. ABS is standard and now switchable on the rear wheel, which is a must-have for dirt riding. On-road braking is progressive and predictable, and off-road, the ability to disable rear ABS gives you the control to slide the rear in tight corners or downhill descents. The brake feel isn't superbike sharp, but it's more than adequate for the speeds this bike is intended for. Now, let's talk about pricing. The 2025 Honda CRF300L is priced at approximately $5,799, an absolute bargain when you consider what this machine offers. It undercuts many of its rivals while delivering more real-world versatility. It's cheaper than many 250 cubic centimeters road-only bikes, yet offers capabilities across 3 dimensions: trail, city, and light touring. Add in Honda's legendary reliability, low maintenance costs, and a huge aftermarket parts ecosystem, and you're looking at one of the best value motorcycles of the year. But value isn't just about price tags. The true magic of the CRF300L is its adaptability. It's a commuter, an explorer, and a learner-friendly bike all rolled into one. For weekend trail riders, it's light enough to have fun and not get stuck. For city dwellers, it's narrow, agile, and easy on gas. And for travelers, it's a bike that you can take around the world with some simple mods. You can bolt on a luggage rack, handguards, skid plate, and be ready for a multi-day adventure. It's a blank canvas that invites customization but doesn't demand it. And here's where Honda has struck a rare balance. Unlike many bikes that try to do too much and end up doing none of it well, the CRF300L knows exactly what it is. It's a lightweight dual sport that doesn't pretend to be an ADV beast or a road racer. It's simple, effective, and incredibly fun. It teaches you how to ride better, how to pick lines, balance throttle and clutch, stand on the pegs, and flow with the terrain. There are no rider modes, no TFT screens, no traction control algorithms. Just you, the bike, and the world ahead. For those upgrading from older 250 cubic centimeters dual sports, the CRF300L is a no-brainer. You get more torque, a smoother ride, and modern enhancements that genuinely improve the experience. For beginners, it's approachable, forgiving, and incredibly durable. And even for experienced off-road riders looking for a reliable lightweight platform, the CRF300L is a worthy contender. It might not have the premium suspension or exotic components of European enduro bikes, but it will get you 90% of the way there for half the price and twice the peace of mind. In a market slowly waking up to the joys of lightweight adventure, the 2025 Honda CRF300L stands tall as a beacon of purpose-built simplicity. It doesn't just fill a niche, it defines it. While others chase horsepower wars or technofuturism, the CRF300L quietly carves its path through dirt, gravel, and urban chaos alike. It reminds us that sometimes, less truly is more. So whether you're a city commuter looking to escape on the weekends, a first-time rider with dreams of dust trails, or a veteran explorer craving a low-maintenance tool to reach hidden places, the 2025 CRF300L might just be the bike you didn't know you needed. Thanks for riding along with us today on Bike Culture Hub. If this review helped you understand what makes the CRF300L such a standout in the dual sport world, give it a thumbs up and drop your questions or trail stories in the comments. Subscribe for more deep dives into the machines that move us. Until next time, ride safe, ride far, and keep your culture on 2 wheels.